Okay, so let's turn our attention to the NPL Premier Division and a look specifically at Matlock Town Football Club. Delighted to say that for tonight's show, we're joined by the Gladiators manager, Martin Carruthers. Martin, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. Looking forward to the show.
Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. Thanks for coming on again for us to give us a detailed insight into the latest at the Gladiators. So we'll start off with more of a negative with what happened on New Year's Day, because unfortunately a bit of a bad day at the office for the Gladiators. So it was a 3-0 defeat at Gainsborough Trinity in the NPL Premier Division. Gainsborough having a good season, have a decent chance of finishing in the top five themselves. How do you sort of look back on that performance a few days after that game? Obviously, it was a tough game anyway. Then obviously it got 10 times tougher when Jim Pollard, the goalkeeper, got sent off and you were forced to place an outfield player in net. Just how do you look back on that performance?
Bitterly disappointed, really. We knew there was a chance to, sort of go level with on points with Gainsborough. We know they're having a really good season. They have a nice blend of experience and youth. And, we highlighted that they'd not played since the 3rd of December. So their last game was against Hyde. So we knew they'd be rusty. So we said, it's important for us to start on the front foot, first 15, 20 minutes like we did against Belper, and get a foothold in the game and really be aggressive and press them out the pitch. But, we didn't do that. We didn't string any passes together. We didn't have any quality on the ball. And everything that was going forward was coming straight back and, was on the back foot. But credit to them, they started well and they started lively and caused us problems. But, despite that, there wasn't, too many chances, for either team. And then, we conceded a poor goal from a set piece. We switched off from the corner, and we're 1-0 down. We wasn't too concerned. We knew we'd have a chance of getting back into the game if we got the ball out to our wide players. And it was a wide pitch, and we didn't utilise the width at all. Our midfield players couldn't get on the ball, and we didn't really put the ball in behind to stretch their back line like they was doing with us with Donaldson and Waldock. And then obviously the sending off. We've looked at the video of it. It was so tight. There's a debate whether to say it was inside or right. I still don't know. It may have been inside, and his momentum may have taken him outside. But I have to say the official on the day was really really poor. Not just with that decision, but his own management of the game. Refusal to talk to players, refusal to talk to management, and it's disappointing when you get referees at that level who consistently make bad decisions. Certainly when they go against you, but some of his decisions for Gainsborough were just as bad, and it's frustrating. But ultimately, we have to take the defeat on the chin. The sending off Costas. I thought Alex Byrne, who went in, did an outstanding job for us, and we had a chance with Quotes just before half time with an header from a corner that if we score that, get back to 1-1, then we may get something out of the game. And the game plan at half time was, frustrate them, get bodies behind the ball. And if it's still at 1-0, then we can throw bodies on and go for it late on and chuck some of the centre offs, up front and launch some balls into the box and try and get an equaliser. But to concede the second goal in the manner that we did was really disappointing. I think Waldock's, that was his 15th goal of the season, and to give him that amount of time and space on the edge of the box against a non-goalkeeper is not good enough. The closer man to get out and press the ball, and we didn't do that. And it was just frustrating because at that time, we still thought we might, be able to nick a point.
Yeah, and news came through recently as well that Brad Abbott will be unavailable for some time now after it was revealed that he'd actually suffered a break to his leg. He got a leg break that I think dates back to that Belper game, your first game in charge. How big a blow is that, and how long do you think he'll be out for?
It's a huge blow, and when it rains, it pours. That was from the Turton tackle on Boxing Day, and credit to Brad, he he got through the game with that. He'd not been able to train. We thought it was just a dead calf. We gave him some treatment before the game. It was evident 15, 20 minutes into the game, he wasn't moving very well. And we had to take him out of the game and being our, main midfield play. It was a huge blow to us, and it's going to be a huge blow. I think he's going to be out at least 4 to 6 weeks now. But luckily, he should be back in March. And he'll get the last 6 weeks of the season. But yeah, it's a huge blow. And obviously, we're out there now trying to get a replacement in and bolster the squad.
Yeah, comes right on to my next question then. What is the latest that you can reveal in terms of any possible transfers? I assume Alex Byrne won't be continuing in goal despite the creditable performance he put in there.
Yeah, no, Alex will not be in goal again. Yeah, we're working out, really hard to get another goalkeeper in. The positive is that Jim can play on Saturday against Morpeth. He's only got a 1-game ban, so he only misses Marine on the Tuesday night. We're desperately trying to get a goalkeeper in on loan for Saturday. If we don't get one in for Saturday, we'll definitely have one in for Tuesday. Don't want to reveal the name yet, out of respect for the club that we're trying to get the player from. But yeah, we've had 5 or 6 goalkeepers thrown our way, so we're not going to be short of a good option. But we want to make sure it's the right option for us moving forwards, because it's such a key position. We've obviously lost Mark Lees as well. He's had some personal problems and he wants to be back playing closer to home. So, we've lost another centre midfield player now. So, and then also Jordan, Barnett, he picked up his 10th yellow card. So he's got a 2-game ban coming up after Saturday. So he'll miss Marine and Stafford away. So, to receive all those, blows, in one game at the start of a new year has not been ideal. But, that's football and you have to deal with it. And, this is why you have a good network of players and contacts that you can, get bodies in. But, saying that, we've got a good squad already and, we probably only need 2 or 3 bodies to bring in to reinforce us and we'll still be a force.
Yeah, no, just finally then, let's have a look at the next couple of games because they're coming up within a short space of time. So this weekend, Gladiators at home against Morpeth Town. Then shortly after that, on the Tuesday night, the following week, you're at home again against Marine. The reason why Matlock is still in a decent position in the league is because of their home record. I think I'm right in saying they've only lost 1 game at home in the league this season. Just how important is it in these next couple of games that this continues and this keeps the momentum going after that disappointing New Year's Day game?
Yeah, before I took the job, it was something that, highlighted, when I was looking at the league performances and results and, maybe it's a mentality thing that, obviously, when you get the top clubs and you get a big crowd, it's always easier when the crowd lifts you. And I'm assuming that's the same, at Matlock with the fantastic support that we have, but we have fantastic support away from home as well. So, we can't use that as an excuse. Maybe we need to look at a change of formation or a change of attitude. But, it's something that, what I've noticed so far is this league's certainly more physical than the Southern League. And, sometimes you've got to, stay in games and clean sheets are pivotal at any level. But, the next 2 games are absolutely huge for us. Our only focus is, if we can get maximum points, brilliant. But, we know that no team's going to roll over and let us take the points. Morpeth only lost 1-0 to South Shields, on Saturday. I've had a report on them already. Big, strong, physical side, who are difficult to score against, but they don't score a lot of goals. So, we'll be really attack-minded again. We want to be on the front foot and, you have to put teams under pressure in the first 15, 20 minutes, and that'll be the same, Saturday and Tuesday night because, they're both big, strong physical sides and, you have to, dominate, your opponents and force yourselves upon them and be really aggressive and press out the pitch. And that's what we're going to be working on Thursday in training.
Okay, well, great stuff, Martin. Thanks for all the insight there on the latest at the Gladiators, and hopefully we can report on 6 points from your next two games. So thanks for your time, Martin, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you, mate.